I don't know, it's so just gorgeous. I finally finished the book You. Y'all are balancing so well and it's so unstable, so I'm gonna say this quickly. Well, hello, I'm Erica. I am Odd. We need to get a lot done today. I, for the majority of this week, had really bad food poisoning. It was not fun at all. I actually know where I got the food poisoning and I've gotten it from there before, but today I need to kind of play catch up. So at one point today, we're gonna get all my laundry done. It's a lot, but we're not gonna do that right now. Right now, I need to go to Lululemon because I have a bunch of stuff that I don't really reach for and or don't really use anymore. So I'm gonna go and try it out their trade-in program at the store and we're gonna see how that goes. I've never done it before, so let's just see. And then I want to stop by Barnes and Noble just because I'm in the area and I'm kind of never really in this town, so I'm gonna hit all the stores I don't usually get to hit. Those are generally the only two I want to go to today though. But yes, today is gonna be a lot of like me getting together. I've been going through my closet, but I think we're gonna go through it a little bit more because I'm trying to get like a final bag tally for donations before I actually go and donate stuff. And then I also have a few things that I want to give to my friends, so I want to separate that. My friends and I like just kind of trade closets half the time, straight up. But that is the plan today, is like get everything together and look at books. Let's get going. On a stick. It is cold out. Anyway, I went in there. The trade-in is honestly very easy. Like, I've never done it before, but they basically go in and they see your items. They don't take bras, which sucks. But I traded in some shorts and a pair of leggings that I just like wasn't reaching for. And they give you $5 for shorts and they give you $10 for leggings. And like, as long as they're in relatively good condition, they take them. It literally took like 5 minutes. And I was walking around, got super overstimulated. There's a lot of people in there and I did not have headphones. And they were playing renditions and covers of Stevie Nicks that weren't Stevie Nicks. And I was getting upset because I love Stevie Nicks, but I digress. But I was checking out the clearance section because I now have this gift card. By the way, the trade-ins are only for store credit and e-gift card. That's it. So they email you a gift card with the store credit and you can use it in store. You can use it on markdowns towards you whatever purchase you want from there or online. But I was walking around, I wasn't really seeing much of anything that I like needed to have, or I was like, this is it. This is calling to me. And as I was leaving, I literally saw this on the end of the rack and I was like, oh, what's that? Are they selling belts? Like, what is? I really thought it was a belt for a second. And look at how pretty this bag is. What do they call it? Everywhere belt bag. So you can wear it as a fanny pack, you can wear it across your chest. It is so gorgeous. It's that velour material, so it's super soft. The gold is gorgeous. I'm starting to try to get more into like wearing necklaces and jewelry here and there. And with my job, it's kind of hard because I work in repair and you can't wear jewelry in repair except for like I keep these in and that's it. But I want to start getting more into jewelry and everybody's like, you're either a silver girly or a gold girly. I have a neutral complexion, fun fact, so I can wear both. So I'm choosing both. So I love these gold details. They'll match a few jewelry pieces that I have very well. It was marked down to like 30 and the inside has some pockets and some netting. I think this is too small to fit my Kindle, which is kind of a bummer, but it will fit my phone just fine and like cards and stuff like that. So I'm definitely happy with it. And it's got this great little buckle here. I don't know. It's so just gorgeous and like such a fall color. I love it so much. I saw this and I was instantly like, oh, that's what I'm spending the gift card on, 100%. And so I use a whole gift card on it and it's definitely something I'm going to reach for more than any of the things that I just traded. I hadn't reached for the things I traded in a while, so. And then we have another great reusable bag. Sometimes I take my lunches in these, straight up. Like, they're great for food, guys. Dual purpose.
Okay, do I need to read this? I keep hearing mixed reviews, but like, let me know. This looks like a dragon's egg. Are you kidding? I kind of love it. Sometimes I shop for books just to look at titles that I want on the Kindle. Is that wrong?
Okay, so did not really find anything at Barnes that I like needed to have, because as I said, like for the physical copies of books, I'm trying to keep it to a minimum of like things I know that I'm gonna want to hold on to for a long time, if not forever. But I do like just walking around the bookstore because one, what is that quote? I like books. I like the feel of paper in my hands. From the middle, that's a good show, but I just really like shopping around bookstores and being in them, and like there's just something so calming about it. And I walk around and I just find titles that I want to download later on my Kindle, because then if I love the book and I know that I want to own the physical copy of it and add it to my library, I know exactly where to find it. It's kind of a win-win. But overall, I would say that this has been a successful shopping trip for sure. Oh, also in there I was looking through like a book of serial, because, you know, that's true crime's my jam. And this guy who walks up, he works there, he goes, oh, do you need help finding anything? I'm like, no, I'm just in my happy place. He's like, right on. And that was it. It was just a really like, I love that he didn't even wince at that fact. But yes, definitely need to go home and get some chores done. I'm getting some warm pajamas, dude. It was a little bit warmer earlier, but the weather has turned, so it's officially chilly again. So, my closet. I don't know why I'm not facing you. Also, always reppin' Goosebumps. This is my favorite Goosebumps book, The Haunted Mask. My closet is pretty much organized. I reorganize it a few months out of the year. I feel like every 4 months, I get this urge to be like, hey, that's too much stuff. Get rid of a lot of it. And then I do. Throw it away or anything, I always thrift it. And then I usually like thrift a lot of my clothes, so it's very much a cycle of like reusability. Outside of that, I buy like higher quality items that I want to keep for a really long time. But there does come a day where I look at something like this all the way in the back of my closet. It's a great piece. It's great for fall. I have not reached for this in 2 years, maybe. So what I'm gonna do is give it to my friend, who I know will wear it, because she works in an office and it's very cold in that office. So this is essentially just how I go through my closet, where it's like, hey, this is a great piece. You said that last year around this time and said that you would wear it, and then you didn't. I sort of started this like reorganizing closet spree when I was getting over my food poisoning, because here's the thing, I felt better, like I wasn't getting sick anymore, but I wasn't like having enough nutrition because my stomach still hurt so much. So it was like, okay, well I'm sitting here just bored, so I might as well go through everything. And then I did, and then I got super overwhelmed. But it's okay, we have a whole bag of donation stuff that I'll send out next week. Like these shorts, have not worn these shorts in a very long time, so they are getting donated. Everything is pretty much how I want it now, and I just need to do all my laundry. I'm literally procrastinating. This is so much laundry, I'm getting overwhelmed. Oh my god, okay. Behold. Okay, so let's do a little quick book wrap up. My bed has a bunch of folded laundry on it, one step at a time. So, the first book I want to review was the one I read on my Kindle. I don't think I talked about it last week. I think I talked about it a little bit because I was halfway through it, but I finally finished The Sin Bin. I gave it a 4 on Goodreads, only because I felt bad giving it a 3, because I'd maybe give it a 3.5. Like, it wasn't totally a 3, but it also wasn't totally a 4. I wasn't super impressed with the ending. It was sort of like, oh, so you're just really just gonna sugarcoat absolutely everything. Okay. But if you're looking for something that's on Kindle Unlimited and is sort of just like a very easy romance read, absolutely go for it. I think it would be good. Next is I finally finished the book You. To show you like this, you can see them all. Look at all the tabs. I got tab happy. I actually had to order another thing of tabs for this book because I was running out of the colors. But this is how I annotated it, because how I annotate is like as I read I add tabs. I don't go in knowing like these are the specific tabs I want. I kind of just let the book I'm reading sort of speak to my mind and be like, what do I want to look at that and be like, here's an example of this in the book, you know? So I have a tab for when Joe's right, because he is a psycho, but sometimes he is right about the people in this book. Joe Ick, which is Joe being gross, quotes, what the f Joe? Because it's like when the Joe Ick tab just won't do. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, it took it up a level to where you're like, you would look at somebody and be like, hey, what the f That's that tab. Funny because there are a couple of zingers in here. Beck being entitled and pompous because she is. Joe being fully delusional, so like when he's truly just making up something in his mind of like, this means that we're in a relationship. Like, no, it doesn't, Joe. Joe being smart, which is a loose term for basically like, it's just when I read something and it's like, that is kind of the perfect thing to say in that situation to get yourself out of it. That was very smart of Joe. And then Beck foreshadowing. That's like, there's going to be some light spoilers. Because I'm a huge fan of the show and Penn Badgley, I went into this book expecting it to be more like the show, and I guess maybe that's where I messed up. Is this the greatest thriller book I've ever read? No. I gave it a 4-star on Goodreads, and I stand by that. It's not a bad book. I really enjoyed this book. I got the second book because I'm going to continue with the series because I am such a fan of the show, and this wasn't bad to read. Everyone sucked in this book. So like in the show, Beck sort of has more likable qualities. She's a little bit more charming and less narcissistic, which is from the book. A psychiatrist in the book calls her a narcissist, so that's not me like using that term in the roundabout way. She's diagnosed it in the book. Peach is just as creepy as Joe, if not creepier. No, that's a stretch. They're both equally creepy. And Benji sucks, but Benji's always like, Benji's always kind of sucked. But Beck's two other friends in this book, they're kind of just like, I don't know, they're kind of just puppets that like, they're very much the side characters that they are in the show as they are in the book. They're pretty much the same. If you've seen the show and you read this book, don't go in expecting it to be like the show. That's my biggest tip, I guess. One thing I will say is that on the front here it says now a Lifetime series. I don't know what happened on Lifetime. I've never seen this series. Maybe it was on Lifetime and it's more accurate to the book, but they definitely like charminged up every single person and every situation, and Joe is not as like raunchy and callous, and he is more charming in the show than he is in the book. And it makes sense why people are like, oh my god, Joe from the show You is so charming, and that's because they made him charming or else no one would want to watch the show. I guarantee you. If the show was exactly like this, I don't think a lot of people would want to watch it. There was way less twists than the show in this book, even though there were some twists, there weren't a lot. And if anyone is in love with Joe Goldberg in the book, I implore you to see a psychiatrist and get help. That's all I'll say. But if you are like, there's something wrong with me, I'm in love with Joe from the show, you're not. You're in love with Penn Badgley, which is valid. But I can't wait to start Hidden Bodies. This one does say Netflix, so it says Netflix sequel to the hit book You and now a Netflix series. So, yeah, just from the first few pages, it seems like it is just very much Joe dealing with the grief of what he has done to Beck. But I am waiting to start this book. I know, I'm sorry. But first, as promised, I want to start Play the Fool. I've been eyeing this the entire time I've been reading the book You. I am 70% through with Iron Flame, slowly but surely. It's a lot to take in. And I keep seeing people's reactions to the end, and it really is scaring me from finishing it, but I'm determined to finish Iron Flame this month, if not at the beginning of March, because February is kind of short. But I am also starting this as well. That will be next up on the reading list. Hopefully I will give you guys an update on that next week. But that is going to be it for today's vlog. Thank you so much for tagging along with me while I catch up on my day. Hopefully I'll stop getting sick here soon and things will go back to relatively normal. Anyways, I hope that you guys are having a good week, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.